Well, some interesting detail there, and interesting with the Sydney market going along quite well. We've seen a few Sydney buyers wandering around the place, and look forward to them spending some money here in Adelaide. So that'll be exceptional. Now, joining me in the studio is the CEO of the Marina Hindmarsh Island, Andrew Chapman. Chappie, good to see you.
Good to see you, Tim.
Let's get our little discussion perhaps underway with a bit of a wrap up on what's been happening on the island over the last 6-8 months since we last caught up.
Well, it's been a very busy time down on Hindmarsh Island with magnificent wet winter, which of course we love to see the water back in the Murray, and the Murray is very healthy now on the back of 2 very wet seasons. The Coorong is just flush with wildlife, and the Murray Mouth area is truly back to its environmental best.
Beautiful.
So good news there. Many people around. The building activity on the island has been exceptional within the marina itself. We're very pleased with the number of house starts and the size of the dwellings that are being built. It's really quite exciting to see the commitment of people's confidence in what's happening down there and their pledge to get in and enjoy the environment.
So for those who aren't perhaps aware, how many building allotments, including what's been established now, how many allotments are there in the development?
Well, the total project will go to around 1,300 allotments. We've prepared and created over 900 now, sold around about 880. And there are over 500 homes already built on site. So it's a very mature project now.
Yeah, it's outstanding. Are there any more waterways to be created, or are you done with that and it's now just allotments?
We finished the major earthworks. There's still some roadworks and removal of temporary roads that will allow full boating access into the last lagoon, but the major earthworks are fully complete now.
And so for perhaps the people who haven't actually ever set foot in there, and they should, but if they haven't, a little bit of an idea on where you can enter via the waterway and of course road into the development. Well,
of course we're very focused on the waterfront side of things. There are 2 entrances into the marina, one into the commercial marina where the landing bar and bistro is situated on the hill overlooking South Lakes. Mm-hmm. And then a little bit further down, closer to the Goolwa Barrage, which separates the fresh water from the salt water, is the entrance into Barker's Lagoon, which is the start of the 5 lagoons at which the waterfront housing is situated. And I guess we've created now somewhere around 11 or 12 kilometres of water frontage for the housing estate.
Okay. Land sales as we move into spring and summer obviously start to really pick up some momentum?
It certainly focuses people on the coast. Great to see this week the RP data that's come out saying that South Australia has bucked the trend with people buying back on the coast, so we're very pleased to see that. But yes, spring is the focus. Everybody heads down to the Fleurieu. It is a great place to go. Not just Hindmarsh Island, but the village of Goolwa, Port Elliot, Middleton, over towards Victor Harbour. There is so much for people to do down there, and it really has matured as a destination. The cycle track between Victor Harbour and Hindmarsh Island now is quite an extensive program. But we're very focused on the water, whether you're into kayaking, yachting, powerboating, fishing, photographing marine birds or the wildlife. There is just so much to do down on Hindmarsh Island around the Coorong.
And for my benefit, the barrage is obviously open.
There's actually a really good flow of water going through the barrages now, which is keeping the Murray Mouth well open. Great to see also the seals that are coming up through the locks and playing in the marina each day, eating the carp, and it really has brought a whole new dimension of things happening around there. Got some great stuff coming up at the moment. Alexandra Cove, our retirement village within the marina, is really mature now. The club, the community building is fully built with everything that you would expect, from the billiard tables, the cinema room, the great room that can seat 150 for dinner with a grand piano, gymnasium and everything else you'd expect. That's there. The first 17 homes are built and the residents are moved in and enjoying what there is to offer. But we do have some magnificent 2 and 3 bedroom homes available.
Okay, and the tennis courts across the road if they're keen to have a bit of a hit as well?
Well, we've got 2 tennis courts, one that's available for the general community in the marina and one specifically for the retirement village.
Very nice.
Got some great sailing action coming up too with the water back. The second returned Malang to Goolwa Freshwater Classic, which the Marina Hindmarsh Island is the major sponsor, will again be run in January next year. And it was just fantastic to see 200 boats back in that race this last January after a 4-year absence due to the drought.
And you mentioned the bistro and all the social life of the marina there. How's all that going at the moment?
Oh, it's fantastic to have a local watering hole within the marina. You don't have to hop in your car and go to the landing. You can
pull up in your boat.
Pull up in your boat or paddle your canoe down, ride your bike. There are many different ways to get there, and that's the lifestyle of living on the island. It's about slowing down, park the car and relax.
Yeah.
Whether it's just for a weekend or for a week, it's all about relaxation and just slowing down and enjoying life again.
So you can do all the worrying for everyone else while they're relaxing.
Exactly, that's my job.
And the Aquapalooza, the annual event down there, how's that shaping up?
The Aquapalooza, we're still in the throes of getting commitments from the corporate sponsors to stage that, so it's not 100% sure at this stage. We'd love to hear from some other sponsors if they're available. But last year's event, 5,000 people on site, it really was a particularly great afternoon, and if it is going to be on, it'll be on the 30th of December this year.
And that's for the benefit of people who aren't aware, the barge out in the middle of the water with the bands, and everyone can pull their boats up and sit back and enjoy a great afternoon in the water or on their boats or whatever.
It's just more part of the island lifestyle.
Yeah, fantastic. And another thing that you're involved in, of course, as a member of the Marina Industries Association Board, tell us quickly just a little about that.
Yeah, I guess it's a natural progression. I chair that in Sydney now, and we've got a very dynamic group of people around Australia that are focused on the very mature business of running marinas. There's 356 around the country now.
Okay.
Around 26,000 people employed in the marina industry, and it's a very large economic driver now with around 1.6 billion in revenues each year. We've just expanded our area of, I guess, influence into Asia, and we've expanded the board to take on 2 new board members in the last month. Suzanne Davies, who's the CEO of the Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club in Pittwater, and Mr. Kenny Kang, who is a marina manufacturer and developer in Seoul in Korea, and he's our first non-Australian director based permanently outside the country.
Outstanding. Look, Andrew, stick with us for a little while. We'll come back to you in just a moment. Now we're going to go and have a look at some of our going gone properties.